Hello, Ellsworth High School. This is Principal Stover. Just shooting this out to you so you can get ready for our PLC meeting tomorrow morning. Actually, I guess at about 10 a.m. One of the big topics at hand is going to be understanding our students who may be living in poverty, pretty close to that poverty line. I want to really concentrate on how we can make a positive impact on those students' lives and what we can do as a staff. So that's going to be our main idea we're going to talk about tomorrow. So let's just dive in to some different statistics first so you can have a background and knowledge. So about more than 15.5 million students are living in poverty. With those students living in poverty, that means they're probably going to have about a 30 million word deficit in their vocabulary, so they're going to know less words than their middle class peers or even their upper class peers. With students living in poverty, a lot of them have shorter attention spans, actually about twice as many of them versus students in a middle class home will have a shorter attention span. With these students, we're going to see more kids missing school for many different reasons. On average, the national average is about a 30% loss of school days. These students also might have a higher tendency to have health or health-related issues. One of the statistics I found interesting was that students living in poverty are 3 times more likely to have untreated cavities, and they're more likely to be diagnosed with learning disabilities or be in the SPED programs. So what about our local area? Around 11.5% of people who live in Ellsworth County are under the poverty line. And another statistic I found interesting was only little over 52% of people are actually in the workforce that are over 16 years or older. At our school, there's about 20% of students at EHS that have free lunch, 19% of students have reduced lunch, and that's 39% total. And we can kind of see these students, to reach those free and reduced lunch levels, they have to be at or below the poverty line to our area to receive those services. So what do our students face that are living in poverty? Number one, lack of early education. That's been a topic we've talked about students not going to Head Start or not going to preschool. We're missing a whole bridge of students. With this, as I said, lower vocabulary, lower words, less reading time. Parents aren't reading to them nearly as more. Poor nutrition and medical care. They move around, they miss school more. We can actually see that students who are below poverty, they will move consistently throughout their life. Maybe it's a parent moving from household to household, moving from apartment, or even moving towns and cities. Sometimes these students will have more chaotic homes that aren't nearly as stable as some of our middle class families. And also, these students don't have nearly as many opportunities for outside activities for like some of our middle class parents who have their students involved in outside football leagues, baseball leagues, so on and so forth. So what can we do to help our students? These were some of the ideas I had. Number one, give students time to stretch, run, play. Maybe classroom yoga or fun review games that get students excited about learning, but also this gets them up and moving and helps them actually grow physically. And actually physical activity helps produce glucose in your own body and allows your body to utilize glucose more. Introduce new vocabulary every single day. Make it a daily activity. Be positive with our students. Develop good relationships. Showcase good careers that students can have. Reinforce positive behaviors and attitudes. Don't let students give up on you. Okay? Teach organization skills to upper level students. Be a role model and give students an opportunity to distress. Sometimes living in poverty, well, actually a lot of times living in poverty is stressful. That's what the statistics say anyway. So as we prepare for tomorrow in our activity in PLC, I want you to think about, what are your ideas? How can we make our school better and more inclusive to everyone, especially with our students living in poverty? Any more you want to learn any more information, these are the websites I got information on. Please feel free to utilize them to be prepared for our conversation for tomorrow. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.